So today we're gonna do our first pick through the jalapenos. They're starting to fruit up a bunch, so we're gonna try and take off all of our smaller fruit. As you can see, these are just absolutely loaded with flower, and we really want those top flowers to start fruiting and filling. So we're gonna go on the bottom and just do a walkthrough and just pick off all the smaller ones and see what we yield. It's still part of the crop, but it's the next step that really brings in a good yield. So start picking, see what we got here. Just kind of getting started here, and found one of these mantis. They've grown a lot since last time we would have seen them. See if I can pick this guy up here. So it might be hard to see here. I finally strapped the camera up, but there's one right here, just looking at me here. Put my hand down, see if it'll come up. There we go. Oh, they're quite squeamish, but yeah, there you go. Oh, just chilling on this plant here. They'll get almost double that length, real fat, and they'll start turning brown as the season changes, but there's really not much for bugs in here, so this little guy's doing his job. So for now, we're kind of just brushing through these, pulling out the odd weed. Oh man, this guy's got some nasty thistle on it. Just kind of looking. You see, we've got a big guy here. We've got a few big guys here. Get these bottom crops off. This guy's corking already, so you know that's looking good. Some nice sized peppers. So yeah, we're gonna walk all 2 rows of these jalapenos and just pick off what we can for a start pick, and you know, hopefully get some growth into the newer flowers higher up and get a huge harvest off this yet. Boy, it sure is some peppers here starting. It's a nice scene to see. There's just a wicked amount of flower on here. Not picking everything. If they're, you know, too small, we're not gonna grab them, but picking what's sized up. Even if they're not huge, they're corking like this. They're ready to go. This little plant's got a bunch. Phenotype of this plant is pretty wild. Put off these long chilies. Jalapenos usually come out, you know, more rounded. These look like almost like a cayenne, but green. Super crazy. Another one. These 3 come off the same plant, and you can tell the phenotype is definitely different, just the way they grew out. We're getting some nice peppers. Not a huge crop here yet, but it's a good first pull. We don't usually pull, at least it doesn't feel like we usually pull this early. And we got quite a few months left of growing in here. Last year, I think we ended up closing this greenhouse down. It was mid-November, so for the zone we're in, being quite cold, that is a long growing season. And really, these things have been growing for 6 months already, like since we started them, so they're well into their plant life here. Get the odd guys. Oh, look at that, just beautiful. Yeah, we're gonna get some beautiful crop out this fall, I think. Very exciting to be picking this much already, honestly. Insane. Piggies are singing for me. You can see on the other side, these are smaller plants, but man, they're putting out some fruit. Beautiful. Getting into this section here, it's just, they're so tightly sown, the way we planted them, for this exact reason, to just create a bush, prevent them falling and staying up in a nice row. But it is so dense, you kind of want to be gentle enough that you're not pulling flower off, but you're bound to make some fall. There's just so much plant matter here, it's crazy. Reach in, find them, right into it here. I think we're gonna have to go around and pick from the other side. It's pretty crazy. These jalapenos came in, you know, not sideways. We planted them how we always plant them, but they pushed off 2 mains, so look at how woody that stalk is already. That's incredible. You got your main shoot coming up the back here. You got your first tee, and you got a second tee here that just, they all shot. This plant's got 3 main edges to it, it seems. It's unbelievable. I'm just kind of having a look from the bottom here to see what's missed or what's not missed, and just looking at some of these roots is quite a sight to see. Everything's starting to wood up, and just massive plants. These woods. That's what I like to see. Super well established. Well, you see we missed a little section right here. Bottom, boom. Pull these off. Flowers keep working up. They're too small, we leave them obviously, but yeah. So that's where we're at. I think we'll start seeing some ghost peppers turn soonish. And these habaneros are just crushing with flower right now. Buds and white flower everywhere. And you know, no bug infestation on the back. Those the mantis have really done their job again this year. We've sworn by them for a few years now. We used to use DE, but it just kills a lot of your pollinators. And having the open sides on here, our bees have been able to come in and help pollinate. Plus those little, they're almost like a cutter bee, maybe a little smaller. They're great pollinators, and they've been throughout this hope house for the whole summer, so it's really nice. We got these little guys as a demo. These are Sugar Rush Peach. And last time I tried these, they were a lot bigger, but boy, what a nice little pepper. Kind of sweet, really nice, kind of like a cayenne, a little lighter. Nice crunch. Some heat there. Ooh, there's some heat there. Looks great. Our first red hab, that guy right away. Figure that these plants look a little more deficient on the back end here due to compaction from redoing the greenhouse this year, bringing up soil, bringing in fill, and we were driving a lot back here with the skid steer, so I think it's a little tight on the ground. Might not get as much root depth, which is why these plants look slightly sadder, but we're going to be filling this with manure at the end of the season anyway, so hopefully next year we'll have a huge crop difference right in these back rows where the main driving was done, but the rest of the house is looking great, so yeah, good success so far. We're going to go weigh out these hows and see what our first pick brought.